Welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today, another featurette of the clan Dark Looters. You may know them from the many live streams where they have been smashing the opposing clans, or you might have seen them in the top 10 listing in the CWL leagues. Dark Looters absolutely just on a huge roll right here. They're in Champion 1, and today we've got an opportunity to talk one-on-one with one of their many six-pack gods. It's Mudtke. I've got him online on Skype. We're going to look at some of his attacks, and then he's going to friendly challenge attack one of my war bases live. But let's get into the interview right now. Mudtke, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. How have you been?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, no, it's great to have you, another Dark Looters player. I know that you and I have hung out together before in Finland and in Poland for the, what was it, season 1 of CWL. And now here we are 5 seasons in, and Dark Looters is one of the top 5 clans in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Typical Dark Looter fashion, always humble. But it's been really exciting to watch. And speaking of watching, right now we're taking a look at some of your replays from previous wars. And I think right now on the screen was last season's versus the clan number 4. It was this 3-star where you dropped Queen Walk miners on a base. But I've noticed that you seem to 3-star with all sorts of different strategies. Is there any particular strategy that you prefer, or is it more based upon the base you're looking at?
It's not like I prefer one specific strategy at that point of the game. It's more like I don't like to kill squad, and there are so much ice golem CCs, so I don't have to say, yeah, I don't want to attack this base, because even though it looks like really easy for kill squad, I just say, yeah, probably an ice golem in it, I won't do it.
So the ice golems,
the rest also right.
Yeah, so the ice golems are a big problem right now. I mean, I feel like they've definitely made 3-starring a lot harder, huh?
For sure, especially at the time factor. I mean, if you just think about the max ice golem freezes your queen for 6.25 seconds. 2 of them is like 12.5 seconds plus the time she needs to kill them. And you also maybe need from time to time another rage on her while she can't take out the defense, which is shooting on her.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. And obviously, almost every one of your attacks that we're going to look at today involves a queen walk. I noticed that there's some queen charges, but it looks like most of the time you're queen walking, and it looks like you're trying to keep that queen alive all the way throughout the entire attack.
Yeah, if there's like one thing I don't really like about queen charges is it's like besides if you want to have a healer swap onto your backend troops like hogs or miners, that your queen dies and ends up being dead value, because at the same time she could do some cleanup already at the backend stuff and prevents a time fail for you.
That's true. I guess that's a good point, because you're taking away the time fails if you have the queen there working. Because I've noticed, especially in some of these attacks we're watching right here, that as the miners or whatever other troops are going through the core, the queen wanders around. You're keeping an eye on her, but she's cleaning up a lot more structures around the outside.
Yeah, that's like the second target after you got the value you want to have.
I see. So it's definitely, there's a lot to juggle during an attack. I mean, obviously, because you have to watch the main portion of the attack, but you're also trying to keep the queen up.
Yeah, for that it's pretty good that Supercell added, yes, it's now a long time back, but those lidded bars on the bottom which turned from green to red instead of being like all black or purple before, if I remember right.
Oh, good point. So it makes it a little bit easier to keep track of your heroes, is what you're saying. That's kind of an OG change. I feel like that was maybe a couple of years ago that we saw that. But good point. Yeah, for newer players, you didn't used to have that green turning to red thing that kind of helps you stay alert as to how your hero's doing.
Yeah, and especially for more complicated attacks in general, it's always wise to take a spotter on voice.
That's right, and that's something we've talked about a lot in the past with Dark Looters. You guys have spotters. Now, in war attacks online, when obviously you're not in Poland or Finland, you still have spotters?
Yeah, we try to do it. Well, on farm war attacks, it's more like if you have the time and you want to, you can. But most of the people, or no, not really most, but like half of it, used to do their hits in between breaks of work or school or whatever they want to do in their free time, so they aren't on voice.
Because you guys have real lives too. It's funny, we talk about Dark Looters as being these professional Clash of Clans players, which obviously, if there is such a thing that exists right now, you guys are as close as it comes. But all of you guys either have jobs or you go to school. You have to do real life things because the big money hasn't shown up yet. Although, of course, later on this year, who knows? You guys could be making a lot of money for successful war attacks.
Yeah, that's still written in the stars, but it's a nice dream to have, and you always have to dream about the nearly impossible, right?
Well, that's true. Even me personally, I could never imagine that we would have ever seen $1 million tournament for Clash of Clans. It's super exciting, and I'm also really excited about all of the different ways that players are able to get into it. It's not just going to be from the Champion 1 clans in CWL, but they've got that ESL qualifier tournaments. So are you planning on entering any of those, or is Dark Looters going just in-game?
Yeah, I mean the first, just going chronological, the first option to qualify would be just the in-game league. So we try that at first, see if we can fit in a spot there to get in the first qualifier. But
Okay.
if not, or even if we do, I mean we got more than 5 people in the clan, we still could set up a second team, why not?
Very good point. That's true. There's obviously a lot of other ways to get in, and those smaller teams, you guys could even sign up multiple teams to get in that way.
Yeah, it would be an option, but for sure it's tough
But
to
I think that
realize.
if any clan is a front runner, you guys are. I mean, look, you guys have been both seasons top 10 so far. And again, so I wanted to get back to a little bit more about your specific attacking and bases. And you guys were kind enough to let me pop on over to Dark Looters, and I've got a base that I thought we would throw up, let you kind of take a look at it, dissect it, and maybe attack it live while we talk about it?
Sure.
Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm in the clan Dark Looters, which is pretty cool in and of itself. Now, hey, I have this other troll base I'd love for you to attack someday, but okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the friendly challenge, and let me see if it's the right war base. Okay, I think this was the one. Uh-oh, you're going to have to deal with a real clan castle in here. So I'm not going to tell you what's in there.
That's actually pretty close to war attack.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's true. I guess you, especially in CWL, you don't have advance notice.
Yeah, I will just go in and talk while doing it. So
Okay. Yeah, time is of the
just
essence.
start
Go ahead.
my queue at like 130 OC-ish, but before that I gonna drop the BK in a way so he walks up to 12 OC and tanks for her, so I can delay the healers for better placement later on.
Okay.
Or
Oh, I
not.
see.
I
Okay.
dropped it in the second cannon range.
So you're funneling
then
for the
I
queen.
also, I also have on the other side like couple archers, a baby dragon, and a Kokoloon to funnel that and provide early cleanup, because that will be the stuff the troops end all on the back end.
Okay.
And I want my queen to stay as close to the wall as possible to get into the core for CC enemy AQ.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you don't need a wall breaker or a jump spell. She's just going to wrap around this corner wall here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. Got the king down.
Just dropping a rage to speed it up.
Okay. Yeah, that's. Do you know how many defenses she can survive against in cases like this? Because obviously, when you get in the middle like this, and there's a couple of archer towers, wizard tower on her, it could be tough even with rage spell, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure you look out how she path in the perfect word,
Yeah.
but it's not always happening like right now.
Oh no, she's going back towards the. Oh wait, Where's that? That's tough. I mean,
Yeah,
that's...
she completely walked away.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now she's...
So I will try to save it by sending in the ram at the back end. For sure, I will lose a ton of time, but in the meantime, I will just drop a trigger hawk at the top for the Eagles, so the main package doesn't run into any traps there. And also, I will get a CC lure by that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that one Hog Rider pulled out the clan castle and triggered that giant bomb there.
Yeah. Yeah, so the CC is like done. I will drop like the main package of Hogs onto the Eagle with the Warden. Drop an early heal because of the Mudtke and
here they come.
The Wizard Tower, and bring in the rest of the Hogs from the top to kind of funnel it. Drop early cleanup which is always good. And hoping for my Warden to actually arrive in time to catch the Town Hall bomb.
Oh gosh, yeah, oh you're right, yeah, those Hogs are kind of headed... Oh wow, look at the way they're headed right for that Town Hall.
So and that actually was like total flex after the Queen didn't stay close to the walls next to the Eagle.
Wow, holy... Look at how many Hog Riders you have left. Oh man, okay. That was... The Warden definitely... Oh, holy... This base is already done!
Yeah.
Mudtke, what the heck, man? I thought we were gonna have a fail on our hands. You absolutely just... I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless right now. As we saw that Queen go outside, that's like... Did you even have any Hog Riders die? Come on. There's seriously
for
like...
sure, the one to trigger and lure CC.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. So the ones that lure the clan castle. But besides that, it felt like almost every single Hog Rider stayed alive. And... Oh my gosh. All right. So, well, there you go. I mean, I was thinking, but I guess that's what you guys talk about when you have a plan B. If something doesn't go exactly right, you're going to adjust and you're going to have a plan B. So you're saying that your original plan wasn't to drop the Hog Riders on the Eagle?
The original plan still was to drop the Hog Riders there and still to bring a Trigger Hog there in the meantime while the Queen is going on. But I actually wanted to save the Ram to send it directly from 10 OC-ish to the Town Hall with Enrage for the Valkyries, so the Valkyries trade the Town Hall. Since this is a base with like little value at the Town Hall side, but a heavy back end, so you try to charge the back end but still clear the Town Hall in a safe and easy way. Which would have been the Valks with Ram and Rage, but if the Warden keeps up with the Hogs, it's alright as well.
Well, the Warden definitely kept up with the Hogs, Mudtke. That was crazy. That wasn't even close. So, well, I guess, I mean, that's why they call you the six-pack god. I mean, that's, you look at a base and dissect it, and that's not even exactly how, obviously, a clan war attack would normally go. You'd have time to study the base. Even in CWL, even in these super rushed wars, you'd have more time. And I don't know. I'm impressed. I think the people watching are probably impressed as well. But we've all been impressed with Dark Looter's performance and all of the 3-star attacks you guys are putting up. We're definitely looking forward to future seasons of CWL with you guys. I know that I will be doing my best as a caster to remain, you know, independent and unbiased. But in my heart of hearts, I'm definitely rooting for Dark Looter's success because you guys are great guys, and I've spent a lot of time with you guys, and I can definitely appreciate the amount of time that you guys spend studying the game. So, Mudtke, thank you again for hanging out with me.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, and I hope to see you again in the future, and probably see you again in the future in Poland.
I will hope it works out, and if so, we're gonna have a great time.
All right, take care, Mudtke. I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
So there you have it, Mudtke from Dark Looters, and unfortunately, the ever-present Gallifale. When we recorded this audio live, I forgot to hit the record button on the actual attack, so I had to go back and replay it, but it was done live, and I'm still amazed at how cool and collected he was. Of course, it wasn't an actual war attack, but still, to be dropping those troops in that order and knowing exactly what to do as he was doing it, even when the Queen didn't walk where she was supposed to, where he had planned, he was able to slightly adjust things and still just completely overpower that base. And that's what we keep seeing again and again. Mudtke, these were some recent wars that they had in the classic clan war style, where they get 2 attacks on 2 different bases. And Mudtke again putting up 6-packs here and there. He is definitely good at what he does, and that's one of the reasons why Dark Looters is a top 5 clan in the world right now. And I'm guessing we have not heard the last from Dark Looters. I'm definitely expecting to see them in Germany towards the end of this year when the $1 Million Championship finally gets underway. But we will continue to follow the Dark Looters and any other clans that are in that top running that I can get in touch with. I would love to feature different clans, different players, different attacks. Again, Mudtke has this uncanny ability to grab the 3-star with almost any attack, but you'll notice throughout all of these replays, one theme plays true, and that is that Archer Queen is going to stay alive, she stays healed, and she gets a massive amount of the base out of the way. And that really, besides time, seems to be the biggest challenge. The rest of the attacks seem to go pretty well, whether it's Miners or Hog Riders or Laloon. Those guys are going to do okay and kind of almost like cleaning up, because if we just tracked the amount of damage the Queen is doing by herself, I would not be surprised if Queen walks are taking out 40 to 50% of a base. And you can see again right here, as the Miners go off to the right, the Queen has cleaned up that bottom left of the base. And again, this attack will wrap up with a number of units still alive. It seems like overkill almost every single time, but that's what practice does. I feel like we do a lot of friendly challenges in Lost Phoenix, but it just can't possibly compare to the 8-10 hours a day that a lot of these top players are spending practicing, building bases, devising attacks, and just dissecting bases like you've seen here today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Again, leave your feedback, your comments down below. If there are specific attacking styles that you would like to see, maybe we can focus on some bases. Maybe, I don't know, we could even get the Dark Looters to give up some of their base design tips in a future episode. In any case, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you make the rest of your day a fantastic one. Get out there, be kind to other people, and I will see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! I guess he's okay. He could be in my clan.